the judges all, I got reactions out of every judge, bar none, like some kind of reaction out of them. Like strange behavior. And one instance, I was helping I was incarcerated for 60 days, and I was helping my cellmate when I got out. He was still in. And so I started helping him on his court cases. He had two running. And I put a bond in on both of his cases. They were in separate courts. And the first, I went there the first day I got out, and it was the day before his next appearance. And I went to the clerk. I said, I sent the bond into the treasury, etc. And I'm just giving them notice or giving them a copy of it. So it's not the bond itself. The bond is in the system. So she goes, well, I don't know anything about this. I'm not accepting this. I said, well, the judge is going to want to know that this case is being bonded. So I suggest that if he found out that you didn't accept this, and it's because it's a fact that it's bonded, has nothing to do with you accepting this or not. It's happening outside of here. And I think the judge is going to want to know. She said, oh, I'll come back. So she walked off for about 20 minutes, and she came back, said, no, we're not accepting this, handed it back to me and said, okay, thank you. So the next day was his appearance. I walk in the courtroom, I go up the stairs, and a white-haired man comes running up to me. I don't know who he is. And he says, are you here on the Perry case? And I didn't want to give him any information because I don't know who he is. I said, well, I'm not at liberty to talk to you. So are you here on the Perry case? As well, I'm here to help. Well, that stuff you brought in here yesterday, that's all bunk, and he toddles off and runs away. I'm like, oh, so you guys didn't accept it, but some guy's talking about what I was in here talking about yesterday, and he's in a huff about it. So he toddles off. I still don't know who he is. I go in the courtroom. I can see him sitting in the front of the gallery, he's not at the in the bar area. He's just sitting in the front row. So I go in the back row. It's a pretty big courtroom. And they start the proceeding. The judge comes in. Now, this judge has probably heard this case maybe eight to 10 times. And I know that for a fact because I was his roommate for a couple of months or a month and a half. And so he's appearing on it all the time. She comes in and recuses herself. And she goes, it turns out, no, here's her reasoning. It turns out that my husband, who is a lawyer, is partners with the accused lawyer. Now, these people, they're partners. They know each other. His partner's wife sitting on the bench, and she has been sitting there for quite some time. But all of a sudden now it's a problem. So she recuses herself. Next guy comes in, so they stand the thing down. Next judge comes in. He is so mad, steam is coming out of his ears. He is red in the face, angry and yelling, and like spit coming out of it. Like he is just fuming. I'm like, whoa. So I guess that document that I brought in here yesterday has nothing like he didn't accept it. Why is this guy so mad? He basically adjourns it. We come back the next time, and there's an older judge there, very calm and dignified. He shuts down his whole courtroom so that I can talk to the accused. And the reasoning was because he would ask a question, and my cellmate would turn around, and I would go yes, no, or whatever it was, right? And so the judge goes, "You keep turning back to that man in the back there. Would it be helpful if you could, speak to him?" Prosecutor goes, "No way, that's blah, 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 blah." And the judge put his hand up like this. "Are you telling me what I can and cannot do in my courtroom?" "No, Your Honor." "That's what I thought. Is there a place where these guys can meet?" Well, they can meet downstairs in the cells because that's where lawyers can talk through the glass to their clients. Okay, well, we're going to stand this down. You go to take him back down to cells. You go to the sheriff's office, like to me, and they'll let you in and you can talk to him. So they stand it down. I go down there. The sheriffs are going, "We want your cell number, and we'll get him to phone you." I said, "No, that's not the deal." The judge said I could speak to him. No, well, we're not doing that. I said, "Okay, so that's fine." Well, I'm not giving you my phone number. And so we walk back up in there. Judge, comes back in the room. So do these guys get to meet? No, Your Honor, the man back there refused to, blah, blah, and he couldn't even get the sentence out. Okay, stop talking. I want them, because he knew like it didn't happen. I want these guys to meet in my courtroom. You can't do that, Your Honor. Excuse me? Yeah, but Your Honor, that man might have a weapon. And he goes to me, "Sir, would you mind being frisked by the sheriff to make sure you don't pass a weapon to him?" Yep, no problem. It's okay. Now they're going to use my courtroom. I want everybody out. Sheriff, you stand here at the front. Those two can sit at the back and talk as long as they want. That's the kind of stuff I saw. Really strange behavior. And it's because I understood or was starting to understand that there was this other jurisdiction that they were definitely afraid of. And that's when I saw these behaviors, that's when I dove in deeper to find out, okay, what's making this happen? Because this is not normal. It's not what I experienced before. And so it just became obvious that law merchant exists, and I can act as a law merchant or as a merchant. And when you do that, the game changes.